excited to have meeting some new faces, new people, new cookers around the world. So thank you very much for all your kindness. And today we will be decorating some cute ideas for this coming Mother's Day. And it could also be a good idea for this coming teaching, like Appreciation Teacher's Day. So we're going to be making this sunflower in a cookie. And of course, we're going to be using the best products, which are ENCO's Realizing Mix, or their meringue powder, and of course their food gel color line, which we're very excited for you to give it a try, okay? Hello everyone, welcome here at Vanille Couture. Today we will be teaching you how to create this cookie. This is a sunflower cookie for this coming Mother's Day, and also it could be another option for the Teacher's Appreciation Day. Okay, so for this, I have already prepared a little bit of ENCO's Realizing Mix. Remember that this is, let me show you. So this is ENCO's Realizing Mix, which basically the only thing you need to add is water to it, okay? You have to add water. The instructions are on the reverse side of the packet, and you have to just let it beat for a few minutes till you have a stiff consistency that I'm going to show you right now how it looks like, okay? This is a Realizing Mix. And remember that they have this another amazing product, which is their meringue powder. They have this small packet size in case you're still a newbie and you're still not sure and you want to give it a try. So this is a small packet, and they also have the bigger bag of meringue powder. This is in case you want to make your own recipe that you already love. So one of the things that I love about ENCO's meringue powder is like the stability on the volume, and same as the shine. Okay, so we're going to be using right now the mix. And I want to show you how, after beating for a few minutes, we will end up with this stiff consistency. So, this is a stiff consistency. This is just coming out of the mixer, okay? And we will start making different consistencies for our cookie during the class, okay? So before we start with this, we will start by flooding our petals, and then we will move on to make the rest of our colors today, okay? So if you wanna come over. Let me just get a scissor. Get my scissors, yes. Okay, so for this sunflower, one of the things that I'm going to leave at last, it's going to be the face, because I want my face to be like really popping up. So for this, we're going to be using some canary yellow. If you're in Mexico, you're going to love our mango mousse. And we will do a small hole.
Nettie Sanchez says hello.
Hi Nettie, welcome. And we will start by outlining.
And also Virginia says, hello, greetings from Chile.
Greetings all the way to Chile. So we do need to outline all of our petals at first. This is what's going to take the longest. And while this area starts drying, then we will move on to the rest of our consistencies.
Hi Diana, good morning.
Welcome Diana.
Today we start very early, right?
Yes, we did. We're trying to make our schedules work because we have another trip coming and we have some classes as well. So this is part of this petal. Don't get lost. This is where we just need a little bit of patience. You can also do it just with pressure piping, but I just find you won't have such a nice outline on the outer petals. And sunflowers do have like a second layer on the bottom, which are these ones. So those we're not going to like give such a nice lift on volume. We're going to leave them a little bit flatter so that they look in a different layer. These are the bottom ones, and these are the main ones.
Beautiful colors. Good morning.
Good morning.
And Joe says, good morning.
Good morning. Welcome. Thank you for watching us. Okay, we're almost done all around. This is a medium consistency, and with this same consistency, we will flood it. Okay, What I'm going to do is let's trace up to where our brown face will be.
So you don't outline with the brown color?
No, because as long as I end up filling my petals, when I go to the face, as long as I do like a nice volume, it will all be covered. Okay, so now, important thing, we need to start from the back petals. Okay, and since this consistency is a medium consistency, remember that we do need to shiver like a chihuahua a little bit with our piping bag. Just like this. Very carefully. Why do we start from the ones on the back? Because that way all the puffiness of our volume will be on the central, like on the beginning petals. So that's going to give like a more depth effect.
Mm-hmm.
Just like that. You go all around.
It has many petals.
Yes. There's another option on how to do this sunflower, which could be with a stiff consistency. If we have time, let me show you. It can just be with a leaf tip and basically just pipe with stiff consistency. But I just find it won't look as cute. I mean, we have different versions of it. It depends on the amount of time that we have. So now I did a second color, same, but just more saturated, okay? Remember that if you are in the US, then definitely I would pick the canary yellow. And if you are in Mexico, I would do our mango mousse. You just have to saturate it a little bit more. Let me see if it was too small. So I'm just doing a small line here. This one will not go like as high because it's supposed to be covered. But this will just add a little bit of more texture. Yes. We'll put this to dry just for a few minutes while we do another consistency. Why we don't fill them all at once? Because we don't want them all to be blending together. We do want to have this puffiness, like with a lot of difference. Let me bring this over here. And let's do a little bit of our minty marshmallow for the pot. Remember that we always start with a stiff consistency, and then we will do the pink one. As long as you're not using your royal icing, either if it's a mix or if it's just your recipe, make sure to always cover it with a damp cloth. Otherwise, it'll start making a crust. So let's go with our minty marshmallow. Remember that this is from our Yummy collection, and you can already find it in Amazon and also directly at ENCO Foods. And if you're not sure and you want ENCO's product line as well as our Yummy collection to be available in your nearby store, make sure to also tag us or just send us a direct message so that we can get near you. So this is minty marshmallow. This is all in stiff consistency, and as you can see, because it's gel, we're not changing the consistency. It is still quite thick. So now I'm going to add a few sprinkles of water. I always try to use a spraying bottle just to make sure I don't add too much. And you see how it's starting to look smoother. There we go. Okay. So to outline, okay, a bit more. I always try this to fall like a ball shape. There we go. So we have a number 2 tip in our mini tipless bags. We're just going to do half of it. And this is a very good idea, since I use 2 different consistencies on my royal icing to keep the same shade. I just weigh all of the icing that I need, and that way I do medium and flat consistency in the same bowl. The only thing is I just take half of it, and then I just keep adding more water.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that way I just make sure I always have the same consistency. A little bit more water.
Hello, beautiful Lily.
Hi, welcome. How are you? Today we have our subscription class, which we're also very excited about. We did a last minute change, but so quick tip when you are bagging your royal icing, make sure to have like a tumbler glass. That way you can just make your glass hold the piping bag. Okay? So we have ready our minty marshmallow. And to make sure no bubbles are available, and also especially for stiff consistency, for it to go all the way to the tip, you just grab your piping bag here, do a little helicopter. And that way we just make sure to take out the air. Okay, so let's bring our cookie to keep working on it. Since this is a very small area, we just need a couple of minutes in it, and then we're ready to go on to another one. So let's do this one.
Greetings from Buenos Aires. Good airs, Argentina.
Good airs. Saludos, Argentina.
And hi from Lima, Peru.
Hi,
from Lime.
way to Lima.
Lime, Peru.
Okay. And you see how I'm just building more volume? So it's the exact same consistency, but I'm just adding more pressure to it. Let's do this one. We're barely touching each other. That's what I'm doing in one after the other.
Diana says hello.
Hello, Diana. Is it Diana Ortega or is it
Yes.
another Diana?
Yes.
Oh, hi, Diana. Welcome.
So you went to CookieCon.
Yes, and it
Maybe.
was very exciting. We're also on a post-depression cookie con. Because now you want to go back. But it was so much fun, and it was so much fun meeting a lot of new people, new vanilitos around the world.
Mm-hmm.
We had adult classes, which I really appreciate all your kindness and all your trust, because it was my first time teaching. Okay, let's do this one. I'm just trying to pick the ones that are more on the back. That way it will have like a more 3D effect. And this one is also on the back.
And yes, we met some vanillos from Costa Rica. Yes.
Yes, from Costa Rica.
Rich coast from there.
Okay, don't forget to add this little touch to them. It's a little highlight just on the center.
Best regards from Mexico.
Hello. From which part of Mexico? Are you in Mexico City? Yeah.
Hi from Ecuador. So nice job.
Thank you. Welcome. So we're here. I'm going to open my medium consistency for our pot. Okay. And for this, I'm only going to do this one. So it's this area.
Greetings from Mexicali.
Greetings. It's just the underside of our pot. And in case you live in a very humid area, remember to always add a little squiggly line just to make sure that in case you use a thinner consistency, not such a thick consistency, you won't have any craters, okay? Now we go with our flat consistency on top.
And Carolina says, hi from Chile, Viña del Mar.
Hi, Caro.
How do you say viña in English?
Is it like vineyard? Vineyard, right?
Vineyard?
Oh, no, that's viñedo. I don't know. I'm not helping you with your
What's viña?
translations. Okay. And remember, I leave what I'm just pressing out of my icing, what I'm flooding, I just leave completely smooth by just moving my piping back. I try just to use my scrap tool for specific bubbles. And in case I'm in a very narrow area, I can go with my scrap tool.
How would you say Monterrey in English? Like, I'm saying silly things. I'm just saying.
It's okay. Let's put this to dry and we'll go do now our pink bubblegum color. Look at that cute volume.
Mm-hmm.
So this is a matter of just a few minutes for it to start drying. And now...
Paulina's asking, how was the cookie con?
It was amazing. It was good. It was fun. I love it. It's always such a nice idea to spend some time with all, like people that are passionate about cookies just like you are. Everyone's so kind and so excited. We're going to be using bubblegum pink. Remember, this is also from our Yummy collection. And let's do a small quantity because I don't want it for it to be too dark. Remember that ENCO's food gel colors are very saturated. So with just a little bit, you'll get like a nice shade. And if you want to intensify it, you just need to use like a proper ENCO drop, which is quite big. Okay. Maybe I'll add just a little bit more. Just 10. Yes.
The game seemed to be very fun.
What game?
Games.
Oh, yeah,
You
the
remember?
mixers, the sponsor mixers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we shared a little bit on either our subscription stories and also on Vanilla Tours stories. It was fun. So remember, after we give color, then we start adding water for us to change the consistency. So this is going to be for our pot's rim.
Ruben's here.
Hi,
Hello from
Ruben.
Stockton, Texas. I enjoyed your 2 classes at CookieCon.
Thank you so much for coming. Ruben was so kind and he was like, I came all the way to CookieCon because of you. So thank you so much. And I really appreciate you had a good time in our classes. So time for our, remember, medium consistency is the one I use with a tip. So I'm just going to do half of it, more or less, because I don't need too much for this cookie. Yes.
And Ruben, let us know, what's your opinion about CookieCon?
Yeah, what do you like the most? What did you enjoy the most?
Karina says beautiful. Maria says nice.
Hi, thank you for being here.
And Martha says hello.
Do we have someone at ENCO Foods saying anything? Very quiet today. Okay. So we add a little bit more water. I'm still needing an extra sprays on it.
Where can I buy the pink bowl?
The pink bowl. Oh, these are from Miniso. I don't know if you have, if you're in Mexico, you'll definitely find them. And if you're talking about the color, then you can definitely buy them directly in Amazon in our Yummy collection or with ENCO's distributors. Yeah.
What bowl?
Maybe this one that I'm doing.
A bowl or bow?
Oh.
What
What
did
did
she
she
ask
say?
for? Oh, bowl. I'm sorry. Bowl.
Yes, I heard right? It's a
Yes.
bowl?
I said bowl.
Okay. So we're going to put this with our flat consistency right here. And now we will flood our pot.
What a beautiful silicone mat.
Thank you.
Do you ship to Ecuador?
Yes, we do ship internationally. And in case you're interested in carrying also Vanilla Couture's product, also let us know because we are finding distributors around the world and we'll be very happy for them to make our vanillas happier by, because the shipping has become like so expensive right now, but we do want to offer different options for you guys. So let's bring back our cookie. So this is not fully dry, right? This is just beginning to have a crust. So let's do the top part of our flower pot.
Okay, Ruben says,
Yes.
I enjoyed taking your classes. I liked the core classes. I took 16 classes. Can you imagine?
Oh my God,
Oh.
are you tired?
And
Never.
I like the Encore products.
The Encore or Encore?
Encore. Look, I don't know how to pronounce it.
Okay.
Encore.
Did you go to the mixers? Another squiggly line in this area. And let's flood the top part of our flower pot.
Good morning, everyone. It's a beautiful sunflower.
Good morning. Yes, and it's like a shiny. I don't know. I find sunflowers are always like happy. Now slowly, but I make sure to have the same volume all around my cookie. Just like that. This is bubblegum pink.
Vanillas, I'm a big fan of bubblegum pink, but now I also use a lot of raspberry smoothie. I love it.
Yes, it's a different pink shade. Yes. I'm not making people fall in love yet with our gourmet colors here in the States because it is not available yet. Hopefully it will be soon. But yeah, raspberry smoothie is a winner. Okay, just like that. And then we'll move on with some more. Wait.
I love that shine.
Have a little bubble there. We just see it. There we go. Let's do some more.
Hello, Vanillas. Oh, it's a beautiful sunflower.
Thank you. Yes, and it's going to be pretty smiley.
What's your inspiration for this cookie?
So sunflowers make me happy, and I think like for Mother's Day or for Teacher Appreciation Day, I just thought it was nice to give, like, so usually people give flowers, like in a bouquet, but I find like if they give it in a pot, it's just cuter because they'll last longer. So I thought it was a nice idea to gift. And in case you want to do it also more like for teachers, you could maybe change the color on the pot and you can do like a ruler here with airbrush to give like a thank you note. So nice ideas that could help for different themes. Okay, another one. So this is a little bit more time consuming than the rest of the cookie, but I just find the flower is the main character, so it is worth spending a little longer. And let's do this one. Very, very nice puffy volume. Remember that for this volume, the only thing you need to do is just be careful on the amount of water that you add to your royal icing.
And I can see the volume. It's like in very different heights.
Yes. They need to be higher than the ones we started on the back.
Uh-huh.
You can see it here, right? The one on the back and then the one on the top look puffier.
Uh-huh.
Am I missing one? No. Okay. Let's put this to dry and we'll keep on making new colors. So we're missing our green for our leaves. A little bit of our gingerbread man as well. Let me get a little bowl here. So let's do brown first. Let's see if we can do it all in once in the same bowl. So I always try to start with the lighter color in case I want to use the one mixing bowl method, right? There's some colors that shouldn't be mixed because then they'll start having like these very weird looking colors that they don't match as well. But okay, let's start, I said with brown, right? With our gingerbread man. Remember that we also have the bigger size. I already finished my 40-gram one. So I got my big one. Big drop. So this is for our sunflower face. Look, what a nice shade.
Mm-hmm. It's a very nice brown.
Yes, you can have a lighter color as well, but I think I like this shade. So this was gingerbread man. We'll add a little bit of water.
I started using the powdered sugar from La Tiendita Pastelera, and it's a big difference in the shine of the cookies. Lily was right.
Yes, thank you. I'm excited. I know sometimes it's scary to give a try to new things, but as long as it makes our lives easier, it is worth it. So I'm going to add just a little bit more water.
And why does that happen? You know, when you use a different
because the quality of the sugar does change how it crusts. Even the colors, sometimes they're not as white. I mean, usually in the States, you don't have that issue. Oh, I'm going to show you. I brought sugar from the States because sometimes people ask me which one they can also use. So I found one, a 10X one, that was easy to get. Like, yeah, this is good. Easy to get at the stores. I'll show it to you in a few seconds, which I think it will be like a great ally with your ENCO's meringue powder. Okay. Just like that. For a minute.
Because you can find some very expensive sugars, sugars, you know?
I think one of the most expensive ones I've tried was the Tata Lyle. That is from the UK. And that, I remember that one was expensive. Maybe, I'm not sure if in the States they have it. So after our brown, we will do our green. So I'm going to do that with the same bowl. That's more than enough. And we will add some avocado heart. And I'm going to add a little bit of ENCO's neon green. So it's more avocado heart and less of neon green.
Okay. So you don't care about the brown you have on the bottom of the bowl?
No, because this will mix well, you see?
Mm.
And usually it's a very nice idea to do like the one bowl mixing method so that all colors will blend with each other.
Mm-hmm. Paulina says, I'm very excited about your new adventure in Japan.
Yes, I'm also very excited about that. So it is our honeymoon after 7 years?
Yes.
Yes.
It's been a while.
I know. We take our time. Okay, so we have this first.
Sai says, hi. Oh my God, so early.
Everyone was like, what? Why is it so early? So, let's do, well, let me mix this well. Let's see if we do it in one. one same medium consistency. We do need a little bit more water.
Okay, Marcia says, I put my sugar cookies in the dehydrator and they shine very good, and it doesn't matter what kind of powder I use.
Oh, then that means you're getting a good sugar, because sometimes, even if you have a dehydrator, if your sugar is not good quality, you will find you won't have any shine. Same thing with humidity. I think so. What I'm trying to do is I make this like firm creases, and if I start just moving it, I want to see that they actually smooth out. So then I know, should I add a little bit more green to this thing? Oh, that's a good shade, right? Now let's put this on our back. And we're doing one last color. So you see, same bowl, and that's why I planned it this way. We hold it. A little bit of this. Yeah. And we'll go with our black. So usually for black, I would definitely recommend using your mixture of different colors that you have been using. But let's say we don't have extra colors. That's why I left it till the last. Once you add black, you definitely need to change your bowl. So I'm going to just mix a little bit. Then, because it's a little bit thick, I just need to bring down the color. This is super black. Let's do a drop, a big drop.
Oh, jeez. You don't care about the colors on the bowl.
Because in the end, I mean, with black, I wouldn't
You will
mind,
eat it,
okay?
no? At the end, you will eat
I
it.
would eat it. That's what I
It
tell
doesn't matter the
people.
color.
Okay. So I do try to just mix everything. And remember not to oversaturate your colors, because then they'll also start bleeding onto the royal icing, and you don't need so much. So this looks pretty good to me for the eyes. And I'm just going to add a little bit more water to it. And we're almost done with our consistency to finish our sunflower. Maybe.
What material are your cookie cutters made of?
Oh, it's a PLA one, the PLA plastic, which is
Plastic.
Yeah.
It's plastic, but yeah, the name is PLA.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now we have this one, and we're ready to put it in our piping bag, in our mini piping bag. There we go.
Good morning. Finally, I
Good
can be in a live
morning.
class.
Oh, so early ones are good for you, or or why? Why this time you were able to come over?
Yeah, we're trying new hours
We'll see.
to go live.
Yeah, let us know. Do you prefer earlier ones, later ones? You will also see some time different posting. We're trying to see which one works better. Okay, now let's go for our cookie. Very cute one. Okay.
Did you bring some new stuff from CookieCon?
New stuff? No. No, not really.
We brought crumble cookies.
We bought crumble cookies for the girls over here. So I can give them a try. So, last petals. Very fluffy ones. I'm just adding way more volume to them. Yes. This one, before this one, we'll do this one. Why I just missed the one touching the greenery, because I prefer to do the stem before doing the petal. So I just keep adding volume, just like that.
Loris is asking, why does my royal lose shine when it dries?
Loses shine.
Mm-hmm.
It might be you're living in a very humid area.
Where do you live? Is it very humid? And I would ask if you have a dehydrator.
That's wrong.
I am not an expert, but
Yeah, I already know. Like every time.
but I can ask.
Yes. So now for my leaves, I'm gonna open a bigger hole.
Lupita says, good morning, Vanillas. Greetings from Zapopan.
Good morning. Just like this. And I'm only going to do the bottom one.
Yes, because no one bothers me at work. They haven't arrived yet.
Oh! Then it was a good timing for you. I'll go a little bit on top. Yes, so half side of our leaf.
Maybe we can try doing a live, like 2 a.m. or something like that. When everybody's free and you can watch whatever you want with no interruptions.
But 2 a.m. you also need to sleep if you work, I think. And then you might be surprised.
We might.
This, let's finish adding our inside here.
If we go live at, I don't know, like 1 or 2 a.m.
Who's already planning a live at 2 a.m., okay? Tell us.
Will you stay up to watch us?
Would you? Would you? I'm going directly with my outlining where the eyes would be. And now I can definitely do the last petal on top. A little okay. Oh, let's put this to dry. Just a last step before we go. And now, let me take a look if with this consistency, we are okay for shapes. Yes. Okay, so let me just show you the quick idea on our sunflower. Well, that dries. So this is stiff consistency. Remember to cover your bowl if you're not using it for damp cloth.
I don't use a dehydrator. I'm a beginner and I love this content.
Oh, but you're not a cookie decorator? That's what she said, sorry.
She's a beginner.
Oh, she's a beginner. But yeah, you can see more or less the consistencies here. Remember that we also have a YouTube video on ENCO's realizing mix in case you want like the step-by-step. Or if not, we also have our online class, which has basic things, even from the cookie dough, our recipe of royalizing, and same as some decorating techniques. So,
but you were talking about the shine. She loses shine in her cookies.
And what did she say? Did you have a dehydrator?
No, she don't because she's a beginner.
Oh, but and what is she using? Is she doing her own recipe?
Oh, I don't know.
Because then also you can also give it a try to different sugar. Let me find the tip. So it's
okay.
a lip tip, the one that I need.
But you could try, if you don't have a dehydrator, you could try using a regular fan or maybe a heater fan.
Yes.
if you dry your icing very quickly, you can reach this shine. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yes, yes.
Okay.
So this is a leaf tip, 352 Wilton tip, which basically is just any leaf tip that you have. Might also give you a good help for making quick sunflowers. And remember that I told you that I like ENCO's food gel color line, because they really keep their gel consistency, meaning they're not changing the stiffness or the texture on my royal icing. So I have a nice color without adding too much liquid to it. I even need to add a little bit of water.
Hi, Vanillas. Good morning.
Good morning. Wow, people are starting just to, like, 10 a.m. is our good morning day.
No, this is like a super early.
Okay. So I'm bringing this into my bag. Okay.
Brenda says, hello, Vanillas.
Hello.
How does it sound? Hello, Vanillas.
It's not the same as in
Hello, Vanillas.
You will have texture because this one's pretty stiff. And okay. Now let me show you on our mat. So let's imagine, let's do some more details on our cookie, and then we'll do our lip tip trick. So let's finish our leaves. And move my icing bag to keep it as smooth as possible. That's it. And then we'll go for the face. Remember, this is gingerbread man color. And I just need to make sure when flooding the face, the central part, to go a little bit on top of the outline, of the yellow outline that I did. If I see a bubble, I try to pop it right away, not to wait until last, because my icing starts crusting quite fast.
Lucy says, good morning.
Good morning. So my eyes are justified of where I need to pipe my black dots. If you wanted to use pearls, you can definitely do. So don't worry if mine goes a little bit here. Take off bubbles on this side and here. Perfect. Yep. Let's put this to dry. Almost done with our. So let me bring an acetate sheet just for me to show you. Okay. What we can do. So, when we use this stiff consistency with a 352 Wilton tip, which is basically just a leaf tip, you will always see that there is an opening. I always say it looks like a chicken beak, right? So the chicken beak on the side. So that if you look it from the top, this will look like a closed tip, like a regular closed tip. This is how you're supposed to use it when piping. The opening beak should be looking towards the sides, and this should be looking upwards, right? So I'm gonna open my bag with my piping tip. And so when I add pressure to my bag, the first thing that will come out is the base of the leaf, okay, not the tip. And as long as I keep piping, when I stop pressuring and then I just pull, then I get the leaf tip, okay? Meaning the closed part should be looking up, open sides, I have a 45-degree angle, I do a nice pressure, and then if I just pull, that is a leaf, okay? Mm-hmm. This is one, like an easy version. If you want a more, like a regular, more textured leaf, then I would do pressure, and then in and out, and then I pull, okay? So we have two versions of the petals. So now let's imagine, let me do a parchment paper. I didn't have a, hold on. Let's see. So, did I bring a pencil? Give me a second. Well, this is. This is just for you to have an idea of how to make this same cookie, but easier version of it, faster version. So let's say that you have your face here, right? So what you're going to do, and you can also use different tips, different sizes of tips. This is what you will do. I would start outside and then pull, outside and then pull, outside and then pull. And then I would do a second layer once I went around, like this. That way I just make sure I have an easier version of a sunflower. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Let me see if I can finish it. So for people that tell me, oh no, that's taking too long, no, there's always an option to finish your cookies. Okay? So this could be another option to make your sunflower. And then you would just go and fill it.
Nice.
Okay, you put your eyes once it dries, and we have sunflowers. Okay, now let me go for my cookie. Last details on our sunflower. So I have my guidelines right there where my eyes should go. So this barely has a crust in it. Look, one. It will depend on how big you want your eyes to be. So this is a little bit bigger. Yep. Then we'll do a smile. We'll do your eyebrow. Little eyebrows. A little bit of a cheek. Side to the eyes. And then last but not least, let's do a little heart here. And I'll cut my tip. Yep. We'll do here in the bottom part a heart. So for our heart shape, it has to be medium or even stiff consistency. Then it has to be a number, or well, a rounded tip, but either a number 2 or a number 3. And then it's a teardrop shape that we're doing. First teardrop shape. If I do a thicker teardrop shape, then it means I want to show you this. This is a more elongated one, and I want it to be like a little bit thicker, right? So once I do this teardrop shape, I only need to do another one just on the side to touch each other. And that way I get a heart, okay? So now let's do this.
Oh.
First, teardrop shape, and the other one will be looking right to left. Yes, just like that. And we are ready for our Mother's Day sunflower cookie today. And also for Teachers Appreciation Day idea.
Double idea.
Yes, double idea.
Well, guys, this is the cookie we made today. Let us know in the comments if you like it.
If you want like smaller cookies, I think this is a nicer idea. But when you have this, I just find like doing it with medium consistency makes a whole difference.
You can use that as a transfer as well.
Yes, and even smaller ones. You can do the PME tip, the ST50 PME tip for smaller ones, and they also look quite cute. Okay, so let me just remind you where to get the products as well. Let me bring this over. This time, because we didn't let it like crust enough, we did it with a black piping consistency. However, you can also do it with edible markers as well, the eyebrows, the eyes, or even the mouth. But, I mean, it's just a different version of it. I'm gonna leave here my sunflower. Remember that if you're watching us from the US, you can already find all of ENCO's products, including our Yummy collection, Full Deal Color collection line, directly in Amazon and also directly at ENCO Foods USA. And if you would like to know which distributors carry our products, all ENCO's products in the States, make sure to DM them directly and they can help you out to let you know who's carrying already their products, because we're always very happy to just make it easier for you guys to give it a try for these wonderful ingredients, okay? So thank you very much for joining us today in this ENCO Foods Live. Hopefully we'll see you pretty soon. We have some good ideas and new ideas on cookie decorating for you guys to give it a try. And if you have any questions, also this live is going to be saved. So make sure to leave us any comments and we will be very happy to be answering them. And if you have any other questions regarding the products, remember that you can DM directly ENCO Foods USA. Thank you very much for watching us, guys. I send you a big hug. And keep tuned in Los Vanilitos and Vanilla Couture because we always have nice surprises for you guys. Thank you so much and see you.
See you next time.